It's easy for us to have a competition amongst each other with a goal and the prize that's visually attainable. Now, what happens? You're by yourself a little bit. You don't have the idea, or how can I put it, fortitude to call someone. You don't have to do jumping jacks. Jumping jacks. You with me? We here? You don't have to do sit-ups. You don't have to do push-ups. These cards that are passed out are the crisis line. Any problem that you have that causes you the least amount of stress to the most, to where you're about to hurt yourself or someone else if this dude looks at you wrong, call that number. If you take it out on yourself, you will lose. We have more people committing suicide on a daily basis. It was 18 a day. I believe it's up to like 20 or so a day now. The end result is your life worth more than 20 bucks? If you can do all that for 20 bucks, wouldn't you call someone to help save your life? Yes? No? Maybe? You got to think about it? I mean, hello? Now, if we can get all excited, like you were saying, you better win. Advised you, don't lose. We can sit there and support each other for doing physical things. How come it's so difficult for us to come up and say, look, man, give this thing a call? You're not going to get arrested. That's not their goal. There's no file on you. It's okay to have a bad day and need to talk to someone. What's not okay is having that bad day and then allowing it to carry over to have another bad day and then another, and then you turn around and you hurt the people that are closest to you because they're trying to support you, and you do it at the drop of a hat and you don't even realize it until after the fact, if they bring it up to you at all. I have a 4 and a 6-year-old. I have made them cry many times. I've also made them stand at parade arrest many times. I deal with PTSD on a daily basis. A quick background on me: 3rd Infantry Division during the invasion into Iraq. And how many of y'all been to Iraq? All right, y'all familiar with Karbala? The whole western side's all blown up? My bad. That's my background. I was a soldier. Now I'm a veteran. The fight doesn't stop. If you come through this unscathed, with no issues, great. If you have problems and it's causing you a little bit of worry, whether it be about education, whatever the case is, that's making you feel uncomfortable, call the number. Call me. Wherever you are in the country, give me a call. I'm not too hard to find. Baton Rouge Vet Center on va.gov. Ask for the guy named after a toilet. They'll be, oh yeah, hold on. It's pretty easy. The reason why we are here is because we care for you. We are here to improve the quality of life for veterans, such as yourselves, and their families. And if you're not here for that, you need to get out of the way. You lead, follow, or get out of the way. And if someone's blocking me from trying to improve the quality of life for my veterans and their family, they will get out of the way if they are not doing what they should. Look, we care for you. All been baptized in battle. And our loved ones suffer because of our stubbornness and our lack of willingness to cooperate or communicate. It doesn't have to be that way. I'm not the role model for VA. I'm not the role model as a perfect husband. But you can learn from the mistakes that I made, so that you don't have to sleep in a different room of your house for 1.5 years. When you have your own bedroom, you won't have to do that. Welcome home. Enjoy your time here in New Orleans. Please, if you have any questions whatsoever, stop me. Also, I've got to inform y'all, I'm going to have a table set up out here. If you walk past me and do not say hi and just kind of look at me and be like, hey, what's up? And don't grab some information off my table, you will be impacted in the cranium, hit in the head, by a stress ball. If you are, I'm kidding you not, I've got a government box full of them. And if you send it back, it will come back your way. Also, if you have kids, it works great as child artillery. Just FYI. But sir.
I had a question.
I didn't do it.
No, this is just kind of a curiosity, quite quick question. I'm almost afraid to ask it because maybe people will think I'm starting to be kind of paranoid. But my question is, the recent handgun legislation, when they're talking about background checks and things like that, would post-traumatic stress syndrome, or if you're on anti-medication for that kind of thing, would that turn a red flag on the background check? So if they did pass that, would armed police officers come banging on your door to come take all your firearms because you were, quote, didn't pass the background check?
Because you're diagnosed with PTSD?
Correct. That was the question I had.
Here's what happens. This is my background with VA law, which unfortunately I'm very good at. The only way that you are not allowed to possess a firearm is if one is recommended by a doctor for a temporary deal, or unless you have been found to be incompetent. It's the only two ways.
Being found incompetent?
Being found
Extremely difficult to do.
Yes.
It's hard. It's hard to be found incompetent.
It was being incompetent.
Okay. I mean,
I have students get out of the hospital wanting to kill themselves with that gun, and they walk out of the hospital, and we got to give them that gun right back to them.
okay. I mean, that's just a curiosity.
Yeah, trust me.
I mean,
And
with some
nobody's
of
going
the-
to take the gun from you.
With some of the police in some of our smaller areas, I don't think they're going to come beating on anybody's door in Louisiana. I mean,
well, they do that in California. I mean, if you,
This is Louisiana.
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, they'll come to your door in California if you get diagnosed with a mental illness or something like that, and they'll come knock on your door.
Well, see, those people in California, those are the ones that need to be certified incompetent.
Yeah.
that's where I come in, because as an outreach person, I actually go to the police departments and sheriff's office and work with police on how to deal with veterans in traffic stops and domestic issues. Believe it or not, I cover a large area, and I try to get as much information out as possible so that when they do meet up with a veteran, they don't have to have the continuum of force and bravado with it. It's continuum of force. By the way, I understand you're a veteran. How you do? What's up? What's going on? Now they have their job to do just like you did. So if someone puts you in handcuffs, don't be mad. Be glad you're in handcuffs so you can't hurt yourself or anyone else. There's always two ways to look at things. But as far as that, sir, that's the only way I'm aware of. I'm sorry? What was it you said?
Engaging in
Sidebar talk.
We were just talking about what the safe word was if they put you in handcuffs.
Oh. Apparently you've been on the dark side of Bourbon Street. When the lights go out, turn around. Wait a minute, you're airman, right? Oh, you're used to it.
No, I'm in the military.
I'm sorry, I'm going to play it. Look, I was third ID, forward observer for MLRS. Y'all familiar with MLRS? Multiple launch rocket system. Like turns everything into the surface of the moon. Button left, thus Harbala. When you sneeze and you're pushing a button, you need to make sure and hold off on that button. But in all honesty, I appreciate your time and your patience. This is something that we have got to work on. If you know someone and you have that card, give them the card. See, the guy sat there and said to give them a call no matter how big or little the problem is. It's okay. They're going to get paid whether you call them or not. You might as well let them work. It's your tax money. Let them work. If you're having a bad day, give them a call. If you're bored looking for something to do, stop by a vet center. Now, I'm a combat vet. I wanted to come check y'all out and see what y'all have. Give me some stuff. What is the worst they can say? No. It's for you. You've earned it. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself out of it. We're here for you. We don't know that there's an issue. We are not able to assist. You don't have to come in and say, no, I think I've got issues. Don't do it. If you're not comfortable saying they have issues, don't say it. Come in or call and introduce yourself. Yeah, I'm John Thompson. I like to take a moment to introduce myself, let you know who I am and where I've been. Then that person on the other end of the line or the desk has something to work with. You don't have to say that you have a problem. That can come later. They know that there's something going on because you're calling them or you're talking to them. They got degrees. They can figure it out. It's okay. You don't have to put that burden on yourself to sit there and say, I have a problem and I don't know what it is. You don't have to. But if you don't call, you don't even get the opportunity to the person to even try to extract that information from you. Or if you don't come in. It's always wise to find out where your clinics and vet centers are. Keep that card with you. Put it in your wallet. If you have a bad day, give it a call. And that's for airmen too. Sorry, man, I'm going to mess with y'all. Look, I'm proud of the job that y'all have done. I'm very proud of you. The families, y'all have the second hardest job in the military. And that's being the spouse of a military service member. It's difficult. It is difficult. But, bless you, ma'am. But it is what it is. They are a military service member defending the greatest country in the world with the finest military the world has ever seen. And that is your love. And you follow in the footsteps of excellence, of men and women that came before you that paved the way. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time and your patience. If you have any questions at all, please let me know.